In the market to buy or sell in Saratoga Springs, New York, you're going to want to stick around because we're going to be going over the most recent real estate numbers that we're going to help guide you as you're going around in your search and you're putting in offers or what you should be listing your house for so that you're not missing out and that you're getting top dollar. So my name is Chris McMahon, local real estate agent here with eXp Realty. We're going to dive right into these numbers and kind of go over what's going on in the Saratoga Springs, New York market here. So just so you know, we're pulling this information from a lot of local sources, our local MLS, as well as some other national sources, because we do cover some stuff a little bit nationally, kind of comparing it to the national numbers, what's going on. So these are all data-driven statistics that we're going to bring to you. Let's dive right into what we got going on here in our local real estate market. All right, so right now, Saratoga, it's not slowing down, okay? It is splitting a little bit, though. We do have some things going on here. Interest rates have been a little bit in flux. Talk a little bit about that in a second. But average days on the market, a little over 2 months, 60.6 days, with $899K is the median sales price that we were seeing back in April, which is up 22.1% year over year that we've seen. All right. So correctly pricing your home is going to be key in this market that we have right here. And those homes that are not exactly pricing things exactly or competitively in the market, the prices are too high, we're seeing those sit a little bit longer than we've seen them in the past. Okay, so here's our April snapshot that we're going to be talking about here. So right now we have 127 active listings right now, which is down 3.8% from last year. 70 new listings, which is down 34.6%. So it was a slow start to the real estate market this year. It kind of felt like it was going to kind of hit there, but I will give you some good news here. Good news for both buyers and sellers is that the last couple of weeks have seen a noticeable intake in listings coming out there. So that's opportunity for buyers that were coming out there. So real and interest rates are lower right now than they were this time last year. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a few minutes as well. So right now, okay. But the months of inventory is sitting about 2 and 3/4 months here. Like we said before, 899,000 is the median sales price, was a little over 2 months on the market here. All right, so prices did rise, but the mix is going to matter with that as well. Okay, the average sales price reached 969,000. Okay, that is up almost 17% from last year. Okay, but April closes, we're looking at 25. Okay, 25, or I'm sorry, 34, but 25 of those 34 were above the 500K mark. So there wasn't a lot that's below that 500 mark. Now, as we know, this market area, Saratoga Springs, is a high price point for the area, one of the higher ones. So right now, of those 127 listings that we got, 120 of them are also listed above 500K. Okay, so it's a pretty healthy market, especially for luxury. If you're looking for luxury, Saratoga Springs is a great place to be coming and looking at. Okay. So because of the way things are right now, houses are sitting on the market a little bit longer, so that's giving buyers a little bit more time, okay? But not necessarily more choices. We talk about some of the choices. We're down a little bit as far as inventory in April, all right? Inventory is coming up right now. We're in early parts of March as we're going through this, but right now that 127 listing is down almost 4% year over year, as well as the new listings that we talked about was down almost 35% from last year on that one. So buyers have a little bit more time to shop around and kind of see what's going on there without feeling that rush that's going there. But I will tell you this, correctly priced homes that are in the market right now, a lot of them are still getting multiple offers. Roughly around 40% are still getting multiple offers, and a lot of them are getting above what their asking price here. So the list to sales ratio, this is what we're talking about here, okay? The sales to list ratio is 104% according to our MLS numbers that we got right there. So that means that a good chunk of houses are getting 4% over what they're asking. So they're getting over their asking price. So the independent benchmark, this was done by Redfin. Redfin has got it at 100.8%. Either one is still showing that there's an increase. There's above asking prices. What do I give? No, that's coming from houses that are actually being priced competitively and we're in the right market. Those houses that I said before, they're sitting high. are sitting on the market quite a bit longer and not getting offers. So if you're sitting in Saratoga right now and your house hasn't gotten an offer and you've been sitting on a couple of months, then you need to seriously kind of come back and look and go about correcting your prices here if you want to sell that. Okay. So mortgage rates have changed the spring mood. There's been a little bit of fluctuation uncertainty with the mortgage rates. Now they're down from this time last year for sure. Um, Coming into the season, we were at about 6.75, and it was kind of coming down. It did dip about a month and a half ago, just below 6%, and that's the first time we had seen that in about 3 or 4 years, that below that 6% mark. But we did have that spike go right back up for a little bit, and it hit back up to about 6.75 before it has corrected. Now, early April when we came in, it was sitting about 6.5. Okay, it is down to about 6.33, so the rates have come down again. But we had, like I said, we dropped below 6%, sprung back up. Now, because of that, buyers didn't disappear. They were still on the market. In that 6% range, buyers are starting to get comfortable and say, all right, this is a range we're willing to buy in. When before, when we were seeing 8% and stuff like that, a lot of buyers are sitting on the back seat and they were waiting to see what happens, waiting for the market to come. In that 6% range, we're seeing a lot more of these buyers come out. All right. But when it did spike up a little bit, some of them were kind of reacting to the market and deciding that they were going to go off into other areas that are a little bit more price affordable at that higher interest rate. But as we're seeing this come back down, we're starting to see some of these buyers, because it's come down about 0.5% almost from when that spiked up about a month ago. We're starting to see some of those buyers return to Saratoga Springs and start to look at that a little bit more as well. This is what we got for some national numbers right here. Okay, Realtor.com has got inventories rose 4.6 year over year. Again, nationally, not Saratoga itself. We're talking the entire country. Redfin has the supply at 4.2 months. So we are down with that 7.75. We've got less inventory or months of supply than the national averages. But the national average is also seeing 98.7, that list to sales ratio, which Saratoga is seeing a little over 100% on that too. So a lot of it has to do with the less inventory that we have over there that other places are seeing. All right. And Zillow has revised their outlook here, their forecast at only 0.3% home value growth by year end this year. Buyers and sellers playbook. Okay, listen, if you don't have a playbook here, whether you're buying or selling, you need to put one together. Very important to come in and have a plan with what you're doing and what you're looking for. Okay, so buyers, what you need to do, you got to watch the days on the market. Okay, see what's sitting there. Properties that have been sitting there for a little bit, probably going to be sitting overpriced. Might be some flexibility with that price. You can come in and kind of negotiate a little bit. That's going to give you some negotiation power when you're seeing those properties sit right in there. Okay, so you want to get in there. You want to verify the value. Check out recent closings, all that stuff in the area, kind of see what has happened, what the competition is out there and what they're priced at, stuff like that, when you come in and make an offer. And moving with a little bit of speed on there. Like I said, you've got more time than we've seen in the past. Especially when you're coming to these properties that are priced a little bit too high. But you don't want to sit down. You don't have that much time. You do have to be prepared. So make sure you get your financing in order. You have that all set to go. Make sure you're getting property alerts when new properties or price changes are happening on these things. You're getting notified right away. So you're seeing this when it's coming in. Okay, make sure you have all that stuff set up, and also have a plan for when you're making offers. Because if you do get yourself into one of those properties where they do have some competition going on with multiple offers and stuff like that, what are you going to do to set yourself apart from the other offers? Okay, there's a number of different things you can do as far as a down payment, inspections, a number of other things you can offer like that, escalation clauses and so forth, that can make your offer stand above someone else. Okay, now sellers, price first. Mentioned it a couple times already. Make sure you're pricing it appropriately to the market. 40% of those properties that are getting priced correctly are getting multiple offers on it and are going under contract within 7-8 days, as a matter of fact. Okay, so make sure you're getting things in there. Prep, very important. Make sure you're prepping. Presentation, repairs. Don't leave. If you got a leaky sink, first of all, you should be taking care of that anyway. If you got a leaky sink, a squeaky door, some easy fix, make sure you're tidying up the place. Make those small repairs and everything like that. We're not talking about huge renovations. You don't have to demo the kitchen and redo it. But Make sure if you got a hinge that's loose or something like that, go through, tighten that stuff up, make it presentable, and make it look great for the people coming in. Impression is key, especially the outside this time of year in the spring. Or listen, this time of year we got the rain coming down. Everything. This is a great growing season. If you don't have a green thumb this time of year, you know, hire somebody to come and help you and get that front yard looking great. So that impression as they come into it is really striking to them. Okay, and you want to protect the launch. Okay, treat the first 2 weeks as the prime time. Okay, have a plan. If you get a last minute showing a request, what are you going to do? I know there's a lot going on. Kids, dogs, events, family, all kinds of things like that. But you want eyes on the property, so you need to be as accommodating as you can. So if you get that last minute, someone coming in and requesting, have some sort of plan together what you can do to be able to make that available for people to see. Forecast for it's going to be a selective spring. We're still expecting to see those interest rates come down. They're still hopefully going to be down below 6% by the end of 2026 is still what we're hearing. Okay. Right now it's about 6.33. So it's not that far. So that mid-range, low range is still keeping buyers engaged. Inventory is constrained. It's a little low this year than what we've seen even in the past couple of years, and it's still actually below pre-COVID numbers in this area at least. So, and pricing wins that we just talked about. So make sure you're being strategic with that. Your strategy starts right here. If you want a full copy of this market report, reach out to me. My phone number is right here in the bottom of the page. You can call or text that number. My information, email will also be in the description below. Reach out to me. I can send you a full copy of this report. And also, if you want a review of your strategy, whether you're buying or selling here, you want to get a value of your property, what you think, you put it out there. No obligation. It's free. I don't charge anything. Be more than happy to come out, take a look at your property, walk through it with you, give you ideas of what you could do to change and get top dollar for everything. As far as buyers, I can also walk you through the steps of the buying process and we'll get you set up so that you are one of the first people getting in there to the properties, and you're making competitive offers when you're getting in there and winning those multiple offer situations when you're in there. And make sure you're not overbuying or overspending when you're buying the property. So that is it. But again, my name is Chris McMahon. My contact information is down there. You've got any questions or anything like that, reach out and get a hold of me. I'd be more than happy to answer those questions. And I'll see you on the next one.